Hey guys, welcome to my channel. By the way, you're on the Larlee channel. I thought I would start introducing myself because there's people out there who come to my channel and they don't know who I am. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure and subscribe. I'm telling you this before we even jump into the video, so let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be talking about today. I'm all over the place. In today's video, we're going to be talking about magnetic eyeshadows that were sent to me actually by MAC Cosmetics. They look like this. And I saw a little snippet of them on Instagram, and then they appeared in the mail. So thank you, MAC, for sending those over. They are not paying me to talk about these eyeshadows. It was just in a PR package. And then they sent like a little piece of paper with it, and it tells about them. They're very cool. They're very interesting, and I've never used them, so I don't even know how they're going to play out on my eyes, but we will be testing that out in this video today. Lucky you. You get to see the zhuzh before it happens. They're going to be $22, and they will come out in stores. I don't know. When will they come out in stores? Oh, October 20th. They come out today, which this video will be up tomorrow, so they came out yesterday. So they are available in North America October the 20th. And internationally, they will be available November 2016. So now we know. I'm really excited to try these out. This is going to be my little Does It Work video series, and we're going to jump right into the video. Because I've already talked enough to make 3 intros. Let's jump right in. Alright, jumping right in, I kind of want to read this little thing really quick to tell you like what MAC is saying this exactly is. I have blue, green, and like a maroon color. This is one attractable... I have to learn how to read first. This is one attraction that is impossible to resist. These are called spellbinder eyeshadows, by the way. Spellbinder eyeshadows creates mesmerizing eyes with the deepest, most mysterious shades. Clinging to the lids like pure velvet, black ionized pigments are magnetically charged. Magnetically, you heard that? Charged, fusing the loose powder together so it magnetically maintains its form and dimension. It's supposed to stay like this. The weirdest thing is I've dug my finger back and forth. Watch me. Just really getting in there. The powder will kind of spew out, but it stays in that ripple form in the case. They are very pigmented. The blue is the least pigmented out of all of them. Do you see that whenever I swipe it? It's not actually like an insane amount of pigment. But the more maroon and green one have more pigment than the blue. I don't know what that's about. It's just what I'm experiencing over here. I'm literally just like talking to you guys. Like sometimes I try to think before I speak. Like I'm like, what should I tell them? Say this, say that. So the video will make sense. But I'm just over here like playing with them and just telling you what my mind is thinking. It's so weird. Do you see how like it's like magnetically spooshing out. You can kind of see right here how it's like splooshing out. But the magnet is like grabbing it and keeping it in the little jar. Because I think there's a magnet down in the bottom of it. But if you can see here, that's way more pigmented than that blue. And then I'll show you a swatch. This one is called Higher Power. See, it's like wanting to spill out, but the magnet like tries to snatch it back in the jar. That's Higher Power. So they're both very pretty. I just hit my mic, so I'm sure it's like not 100% sure how to use these. It doesn't say. I think you just apply them. Since it's a pigment, I would just like press it onto my eyelid. I wouldn't go blending it crazy because any pigment wouldn't work out that way. I'm going to try the green, I think. This is an E58 brush from Sigma. It's a flat synthetic brush. It's any brush that I would use on any pigment. Guys, it's so weird. Do you see how I can like rake up a pile of the color and it doesn't like come out because there's a magnet? It is the weirdest, and it's supposed to be like stay on your eyelid. I'm nervous. Okay, here I go. A booger.
You're recording. Am I good to leave?
Yes. There's a booger in my nose the whole time. There's a booger in my nose for the whole intro.
Good.
I'm applying the green and it's like I'm catching a little bit of fallout. Not that big of a deal. I wonder if a magnet would pick up the fallout. It's so pigmented, it almost feels like a cream. Like it's more pigmented than my swatch. I don't know how that's happening, but guys, I know you see this. Holy crap, look. Like anywhere I touched up here, it was just like... So that tells me that we are dealing with some serious pigmentation. But you know what? Look, with a blending brush, it's like moving the product around a lot. I got lots of fallout, but it is a pigment, so that typically happens. Let me add a little more. Almost a low-key hard to work with. For me to say a product is too pigmented is just blasphemy. So it's weird because the pigment swiped away off my face without smudging into my skin, which typically would happen, you know? Like you swipe it away and it would leave streaks, but it didn't do that. So that's a little different. It almost wipes away into nothing though with a blending brush. It's just weird. And then with a flat synthetic brush, the pigments, they are incredible. And just to clarify, I'm not obsessing over the actual makeup look I'm creating because I got a patchy mess going on right there. I'm just testing out a new product for you guys, you know, hanging out. This is more of like a what does it look like on my face kind of video. Nah. I really want to try out another color, but I'm going to be looking really weird in one video with 2 different eyeshadow shades on my face. But we're going to try out another color anyways. I'm going to try out the blue. I'm trying out 2 different colors on my face. This video is getting cry. Okay, so here is the blue. The blue is called Aphrodisiac. And I'm going to just grab the colors. It stays in that shape. It's the weirdest. It is the weirdest. The blue is way more pigmented. Way more pigmented from the brush to the lid than from the finger, than a finger swatch. It's weird. If these things get smushed around, they don't blend well. If they get packed on, they are great. So whenever I apply it to my eye, it's almost like literally applying a magnetic product, a magnet to your eye. Like the pigment is just like a magnet because you press it on and it is, as you can see, the most pigmented thing I think I've ever used. But if you swipe back and forth, it kind of just swishes around, it disappears. So I really like the product and I really appreciate how innovative it is. I just, now that I know exactly how to use them, I feel like I could use them to the best ability. Do you see how it's like almost swiping off of my eye? You just really got to be careful with them. You just got to pack them on. Be gentle. Don't be getting crazy. I want to create a really cool makeup tutorial using them. Let me know if you guys want to see that though, down in the comments. Whoa, that blue is pigmented. So it's like if you swatch it across your skin, you just don't get the same amount of pigmentation. And then here's the maroon. It's called Higher Power, by the way, just to let you guys get a good look at that. Interesting. It's like a brownie maroon. It's very pretty. So overall, my review, these are a very different, innovative product out on our market. It's a magnetic eyeshadow. It works on your eyelid kind of like a magnet. If you blend it, swipe it back and forth, you almost lose all your product. But if you pack it on, you're going to get the most extreme pigmentation possible. So they're not a blendable pigment. Most pigments I don't blend though. I just pack them onto the lid, honestly. I think it's so cool how they stay in the package. I think the colors are very pretty. I have it all over my arms for some reason. This is I would say one of the most interesting products I've ever tried out. I really like the all matte black packaging. Here's what the lid looks like. I mean, it's just a matte black lid, but it's all matte black packaging. Of course, let me know what you think about these products down in the comment section. You know, I love to hear you guys' thoughts. I just think they're very cool, a little tricky to work with, but once you get the hang of it, I think you could create a really beautiful look, especially with this blue. It's like screaming at me now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave. This is probably going to be a short and sweet video, but I just want to try these out and I want to tell you the 411 on them, so you would know before you spent your $22 on them. Catch you all in my next video. Bye guys!